Ngiyanamukela enqubeni yami bomuntu abakadad bomuntu abakagogo bomuntu abaka-auntie bomuntu abaka-sisi. I am Sims and it's at the right Sims on Instagram. Please follow me. I also double up as a YouTube consultant. So if you are starting a YouTube channel or you already have a YouTube channel but want some help and some guidance on how to make the parts to be done on your channel, holla at your sister. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. I don't know where my stand is. That's why you guys are not seeing me, because obviously y'all know if I'm drunk the day before, it's a mess the next day. But what do? We continue pushing. We continue making these videos. Let's get into today's hot topics. Aye. And on today's hot topics, it is with sadness that we are talking about the passing of Bushiri's daughter, Isreal Bushiri. Oh my goodness, you know, the passing of a child, guys, regardless of whether you love or hate the parents, the passing of a child, guys, is painful, it is sad, and it is very devastating that Shepherd and Mary have lost such a young child, guys, you know, and they are blaming their travel ban on the passing of their child. Now, guys, I'm going to ask us to kindly refrain. Please, no matter how much negativity you have in your heart for Bushiri, no matter how much hate you have in your soul for Mary or Shepherd, right now they are going through something tragic, something painful, especially the loss of a child. It's nothing easy. It's nothing to joke around with. I hate whatever this thing is. Oh, it's that attachment for my hands. Like, whatever and however you feel about Shepherd, guys, I know, I feel, I don't appreciate the man either. I don't have anything great to say about him. You know, I feel like he is a false prophet. He misled people. Major one people, Shepherd Bushiri supporters, you can come at me however you want and it's okay. Your prophet, he's not my cup of tea. But as a human being and as a mother, I understand loss, I understand pain, and I can never imagine the loss of a child. Guys, I was eating ikotane. Yeah. Don't say, hey, Simpio, you all do this. Just because I'm doing it on camera. You also do this, guys, when things are hectic and you don't have a mirror. Okay. So the loss of a child, it's nothing to play with. It's painful. It's tragic. It's very, very traumatic. Can you imagine the parents? You've got so many dreams, so many plans for your child, and for them to just leave so untimely. It must be very painful. With that, my condolences, my sincerest and deepest condolences to you and your family. The Bushiris must be going through a lot. So, with him blaming his travel ban, I mean, Ndate Bushiri, you came, and you caught a case here in South Africa with all these money laundering schemes, allegedly. You are you were in court, you were on a trial, and then you fled South Africa. You fled the country. The country that you messed up in, allegedly. The country that the people you stole from, allegedly. You messed up in. So now they gave you a travel ban because you fled. You've shown us, Guti, you are a flight risk. You showed us, Guti, you don't listen to the law, most when you don't follow the law. So now what must happen? So you blaming South Africa for your daughter's passing, I don't understand how. Because your daughter, she passed on in a hospital in Kenya. What are you trying to say? Kenya has good hospitals. Yes, guys, stop this. You're one of this thing of undermining Africa. And guys, we have one of the most brilliant people in the whole world. Africans are the most. It's just that we've been very brutalized and colonized and taken over by all these Western countries and all these first world countries. We've got, yes, our continent may be poor, financially, but we are rich in so many ways, in intelligence and in any other way you can possibly think. It is unfortunate. It is very painful that your daughter died in a different country than your own country and in a country you would have wanted medical help from. But let us be honest, guys. Let us be honest, guys. A lot of people come to South Africa and do a lot of wrong things, and they want to go back to the same country they've wronged. I don't understand how. I don't understand how. You need to take this time to grieve the loss of your daughter. You need to take this time to celebrate her life, like you have said in the statement that Mr. Bushiri has released. He needs to take this time to, him and his wife are going to take this time to celebrate the life of their daughter and like what she has lived for. Like, such a young child being a follower of God is amazing. It means that you have raised your child well as a parent. While she was alive, we saw how much you loved and spoiled her. Like, just keep on remembering her in the great lights. Let's not talk semantics as much as I'm saying. Let not people focus on the bad that Bushiri has done, but let's focus on what has happened to him with his daughter. Let us focus on that and let our prayers be towards his family during these trying times. Everything else aside, Bantase, everything else aside, loss is tragic. All of us have experienced loss, and we know how loss is. This is not the time to bash anyone. This is not the time to be mean. This is the time to show love and support. Rise above. And yes, guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on